Kaiserslautern is a city in southwest Germany, located in the Bundesland of Rhineland-Palatinate at the edge of the Palatinate Forest. The historic center dates to the 9th century. It is 459 kilometers from Paris, 117 km from Frankfurt am Main, and 159 km from Luxembourg. Kaiserslautern is home to 98,166 people. Additionally, approximately 50,000 NATO military personnel inhabit the city and its surrounding district, and contribute approximately $1 billion annually to the local economy. These are mainly Americans, who form the largest U.S. population center outside the territory of the United States and often call the city K-Town. History: prehistoric settlement in the area of what is now Kaiserslautern has been traced to at least 800 BC. Some 2,500-year-old Celtic tombs were uncovered at Myasay, a town about 29 kilometers west of Kaiserslautern. The recovered relics are now in the Museum for Palatinate History at Speyer. Kaiserslautern received its name from the favorite hunting retreat of Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, who ruled the Holy Roman Empire from 1155 until 1190. The small river Lauter made the old section of Kaiserslautern an island in medieval times. Ruins of Frederick's original castle, built 1152–1160, can still be seen in front of the Rathaus. A second castle, Nornstein Castle, was built at Landstuhl to guard the western approach to the city. Because of the influence Frederick Barbarossa had on the town, it is nicknamed a Barbarossa town. The Stiftkirche, Kaiserslautern's oldest church, was constructed in 1250–1350. As the population of Kaiserslautern grew, King Rudolf von Habsburg chartered the town in 1276. St. Martin's Kirche was built from 1300–1350 for an order of monks. Today a section of the original city wall still stands in the courtyard of the church. In 1375, the city of Kaiserslautern was pledged to Electoral Palatinate and therefore became subsequently part of the Wittelsbach inheritance. In 1519, Franz von Sickingen became the owner of Nornstein Castle. He became a Protestant, and in 1522 Nornstein was a stronghold for local nobles favoring the Reformation. Sickingen and the local nobles began their battle against the Archbishop of Trier. But the attack was unsuccessful, and they retreated to Nornstein. Nornstein was then besieged by cannon-armed German Catholic princes. Sickingen died after the castle surrendered, and the Protestant nobility of the Electoral Palatinate were subdued by the Catholic princes. Count of the Electoral Palatinate Johann Casimir, came to Kaiserslautern during the 30 Years' War. Spanish occupation in 1621–1632 ended when Protestant Swedish armies liberated the area. In 1635, however, Croatian troops of the Austrian Emperor's army entered Kaiserslautern and killed 3,000 of the 3,200 residents in 3 days' plundering. Landstuhl was saved from a similar fate by surrendering without a fight. It took Kaiserslautern about 160 years to repopulate itself. Conflict did not end with the Peace of Westphalia in 1648. The Elector of the Alps had difficulty with many of his subjects and ordered all castles, including Nornstein, destroyed. The French repeatedly invaded and occupied the area, residing in Kaiserslautern in 1686–1697. Nevertheless, after the Treaty of Utrecht it was restored to be part of the Palatinate. During the unquiet episodes in the 18th century, the Palatinate was the scene of fighting between French and German troops of different states. In 1713, the French destroyed Barbarossa's castle and the city's wall towers. From 1793 until Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo in 1815, the area was under French administration. As French power declined after 1815, Kaiserslautern and the Palatinate became a Bavarian province and remained so until 1918. After World War I, French troops again occupied the Palatinate for several years. In World War II, more than 60% of Kaiserslautern was destroyed by bombs from Allied aircraft. The railway and several main roads were primary targets. The heaviest attacks occurred on January 7, August 11, and September 28, 1944. Of the 20,000 homes, 11,000 were destroyed or damaged. The cemetery wall opposite Kloberkasen still bears shell marks of these raids. Unexploded ordnance from WWII continues to be discovered in and around Kaiserslautern. In May 2012 an unexploded 250-pound Allied bomb was found, buried deeply and reportedly covered by water pipe, during a construction project in the downtown area of the city. On September 5, 2013, another WWII bomb was found during construction near the train station in Enkenbach-Olsenborn. On March 20, 1945, as the last of Courtney H. Hodges's 1st Army crossed the Rhine at Remagen, the U.S. 80th Division, 319th Infantry, part of George Patton's 3rd U.S. Army, seized Kaiserslautern without resistance. The war was over for this area, but there was little reconstruction until the currency reform of 1948. The pace of the economy remained slow until 1952, when construction for newly established garrisons of American troops brought economic growth to the area. The city's coat of arms is a red and white shield, with an open-mouthed pike on it. This was reportedly Frederick's favorite dish. Sites and buildings. Today, Kaiserslautern is a modern center of information and communications technology and home to a well-known university, a technical college and many international research institutes located throughout the city. The Palatine Gallery dates from 1874, featuring exhibits of painting and sculpture from the 19th century to the present day. Town Hall Kaiserslautern is one of the tallest buildings and is located in the city center. The bar and coffee shop on the top floor provides a panoramic view of the city and surrounding countryside. The tallest building in the center of Kaiserslautern is St. Mary's, a Roman Catholic church, whilst the highest structure in all Kaiserslautern is the television tower in the suburb of Dornzenberg, southwest of the city center. Kaiserslautern's large botanical gardens feature a Japanese-style garden. Another unusual feature is the Washma 1/4 Leh, an enormous 160-meter public swimming pool that is the largest in Europe. There are several pedestrian-only shopping zones with numerous and varied restaurants and bars located in the city center surrounding the Old City. In the Altstadt you will find the Kaiserbrunnen, a large ornamental fountain with symbols of the city's history such as a sewing machine, as produced by the Pfaff Company in the city, a football representing the city's football club and various animals that children can climb. University of Kaiserslautern. The University of Kaiserslautern was founded on July 13, 1970. Earlier, it was part of the twin University of Trier-Kaiserslautern. It started with the departments of mathematics, physics and technology. Later many more facilities were added. Culture and sports. Olstheater Kaiserslautern, local theatre. Olstheater employs more than 300 people and features plays, operas, ballets, concerts, and musicals. The first German performance of West Side Story took place there. As the arts in Germany are significantly subsidized by the government, its ticket prices are reasonably low. Olstheater Kaiserslautern hosts the zÄsthläscher 1/4 Preis Awards for German literature. The Kammgarn is classified as a historical site. It served as a spinning factory before being transformed into the cultural heart of Kaiserslautern. This renovation has preserved its historical character while incorporating the latest sound and lighting technologies. The Kammgarn stands among the top venues in Germany and serves as a first-call club for rising groups and performers as well as established jazz, rock, blues and pop artists in Europe. Performances have included international stars B.B. King, Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Pat Metheny, Uriah Heep and Jan Garbarek. Gartenschau, better known as the Dino Park because of its life-size dinosaur models, the Gartenschau is open from April through October and is popular with families. Having begun as a series of botanical displays and enjoying success at the first State Garden Exhibition of Rhineland-Palatinate in Kaiserslautern in 2000, this 54-acre park has been transformed into one of the most multi-dimensional cultural centers in Germany. Fritz-Walter Stadium. The newly renovated Fritz-Walter Stadion accommodates 48,500 football fans. In June 2006, Kaiserslautern was one of 12 German cities to host the 2006 FIFA World Cup. During the 5 matches played, the first goal ever from an Australian team in a Football World Cup match was scored. Kaiserslautern is also home to the football team 1. FC Kaiserslautern, which achieved the title Deutscher Meister 4 times, and the wheelchair basketball team FCK Rolling Devils. Museums and libraries: Palatinate Gallery of Art, Ausgalerie, Władysław/Theodor Zinck Museum, State Bibliothek, Universität Kurrenziehbibliothek, Hochschulbibliothek, Ausbibliothek. Religion: churches. The largest church is St. Mary's, a Roman Catholic church. There is also the historic Protestant Church of the Apostle. Right at the heart of the city is the very large and old Stiftskirche. All 3 have very large pipe organs and at concerts. The oldest house in town is the Spinnriedel, a guest house, only a few steps from the Stiftskirche in the center of town. Mosques: the city has 2 mosques. The first was built by the Turkish community living in the city. It is located on Richard Wagner Str. Another one built more recently, the Islamic Center, is located at Humboldtstraße. Synagogue: the city was once the site of the magnificent Moorish revival Kaiserslautern Synagogue. Built in 1886, the synagogue's Great Dome could be seen from across the city. It was destroyed on August 31, 1938, a few months before Kristallnacht. Nature: Kaiserslautern is located in one of the largest contiguous forested areas in Central Europe, the Palatinate Forest, which offers numerous hiking trails and lakes to visitors. Other places of interest in Kaiserslautern are the Homburg Tower, an observation tower on the Homburg Hill which was built in 1900 and offers a great view over the Palatinate Forest, Kaiserslautern Zoo at Siegelbach, Karlstal, Kaiserpfalz, the Castle of Emperor Barbarossa, Nornstein Castle, Landstuhl, a castle in the district, Hoheneken Castle, in a suburb ward of Kaiserslautern, Gartenschau, a horticultural show, including the largest dinosaur show in the EU, Quadersberg, a hill and natural monument 500 meters outside the city, the Japanische Garten, the largest garden of its kind in Europe. Climate: Climate in this area has mild differences between highs and lows, and there is adequate rainfall year-round. The paragraph ppen climate classification subtype for this climate is CFB. International relations: Kaiserslautern is twinned with business companies in Kaiserslautern, ACO Gus GmbH, Adam Opel AG, Albert Ziegler GmbH and Company KG, Alpla, AMEC Earth and Environmental, Avid Technology, Bahntechnik Kaiserslautern, Corning GmbH, Camp Schmidt Verpackungswerk GmbH and Company KG, Cryonic GmbH, CS3, Empolis GmbH, Euromaster GmbH, Fact Future Advanced Composites and Technology GmbH, FK Horn GmbH and Company KG, Frudenberg Vliesthoff KG, Fruit of the Loom GmbH, GEBR. Pfeiffer SE, Stone Mills, General Dynamics European Land Systems Germany, Hochwald Nahrungsmittelwerke GmbH, Human Solutions GmbH, Johnson Controls, formerly Keeper, Linux Networks GmbH, LMS Deutschland GmbH, Lumira Laser GmbH, Maxis Systemhaus GmbH, Mobotics AG, Pfaffindustrie Maschinen AG, Rudruck GmbH, Zaralze Frischungsstätter Currency NKE GmbH and Company KG, SIEDA Systemhaus Far 1/4 Intelligent EDVN Wendungen GmbH, Spinneray Lampertsma 1/4 Le GmbH, Supraphoto Electronic Vetries GmbH, VWD Vereinigtwirtschaftsdienst AG, Wippert Currency Technik GmbH, U.S. Military. Between 1950 and 1955, Kaiserslautern developed into the largest U.S. military community outside of the United States. For this reason Kaiserslautern is also referred to as K-Town. A term coined by the early American military population who had difficulty pronouncing the name. The Kaiserslautern military community is a combined community consisting of Army and Air Force components. The KMC consists of Army facilities at Klubber, Panzer, and Dar Currency NNER Kasen, Landstuhl, Maisay, Einsiedlerhof, Gmazens, Simch, Rhine Ordnance Barracks and Pulaski Barracks along with Air Force facilities located at Ramstein Air Base, Vogeli, and Kaporn Air Station. See also, Betzenberg, a Kaiserslautern district, Betzenberg Wildlife Park. References. External links, official website, History of Kaiserslautern, website about some restaurant and festival reviews in and around K-Town.